Back in Series 6 of the BBC hit Call the Midwife, the nurses and doctors of Nonnatus House dealt with the devastating effects thalidomide had on the development of babies. One of the babies viewers saw deeply affected by the drug was baby Susan and her mother Rhoda Mullocks, played by Liz White, with Susan being born with deformed limbs. Heidi recently touched on the decision to explore the story of the devastating drug and teased the return of Rhoda and Susan in the upcoming series. At the end of Series 4, thalidomide was prescribed by Dr. Turner, Stephen McGann, for a mother suffering from serious morning sickness. Due to the drug, babies were being born with missing limbs and even dying in dreadful situations from unexplained complications. Going into Series 5, Dr. Turner received word that Festival, the drug he had been prescribing widely, was being withdrawn with immediate effect. Unfortunately, Series 6 took a deeper look into the devastating impact thalidomide had on mothers and their babies, closely following Rhoda Mullocks and her baby daughter Susan. Heidi discussed at the BFI and Radio Times Television Festival her decision to run the storyline so heavily during the series. She explained, "It was intensely moving and emotional. I wanted to tell the story of thalidomide really from the beginning. I knew I had to wait until Series 5 because it was in 1961 that the connection between thalidomide and birth anomalies were discovered, so I knew I had to bide my time." We met the Mullocks family with Rhoda and baby Susan in Episode 1, and we had another story in Episode 4 and then revisited it at the end of the series. I wanted everyone to feel invested in the scandal, and once I started the process of researching, there are a lot of documentaries and film footage of children affected by thalidomide. She went on to tease their return and said, "I felt tremendously moved by it." We revisited the Mullocks family in Series 6 and in the next series, 12, they feature in the Christmas special. We meet Susan again at the age of 6 3/4 coming to terms with artificial limbs, and we see the impact it had on her parents. They are right at the heart of everything because they enable us to do the storytelling of the good outcomes, but also it speaks to our values as the show. Call the Midwife boss details disagreements over series. Latest Call the Midwife star admits falling in love with co-star. More, executive producer, Pippa Harris, applauded Heidi's storytelling and added, "The things that Heidi does so wonderfully and can be seen in the coming series is she looks not just at the children and the thalidomide but the impact, not only on their parents, but the doctors who delivered them and the midwives who cared for them. And also on the siblings because I find that very moving when you look at the Mullocks family. Susan is at the center of that family, but it has an impact on all of them and how they deal with that is a thing you cover so beautifully." Thalidomide was first marketed in 1957 in West Germany and was initially used as a sedative or sleeping pill, alongside helping morning sickness. The drug was licensed in the UK in 1958 but was quickly withdrawn from the market in 1961 due to its effects. In the late 50s and early 60s, over 10,000 children were born with thalidomide-related disabilities worldwide. Around 40% of affected babies are reported to die at or shortly after birth. During the event Q&A, Heidi and Pippa were asked how long they thought the series could run for, with Heidi revealing, "I think as long as we have that response to the research material, we can keep on going really." Stephen revealed, "Ladies and gentlemen, I go into this woman at 1 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes she is crying at something she has just written, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she'll just cry at me." Call the Midwife Series 1 to 11 is available to watch on BBC iPlayer.